Okay, this is day 39 on me being in the hospital since I had lipo BBL out the country. The last 60 days have been rough. So this is gonna be a story time on my complications and what's been going on and what I've been dealing with the last 60 days total. Just to bring awareness and stuff to everybody. So my surgery was December 4th. I went early in that month because it's my birthday month. My birthday is December 27th and I was turning 27. So I'm like, I want to go get me like BBL. Why not? And I knew people that went to the same place that I was going to. I can't say their name right now because I'm in a suit. We're trying to pursue a suit and talking to lawyers and stuff. So I cannot say their name right now. So I'm like, I want to go. You know, I know people that went, ooh. So I go to the same place they went to. Mind you, I had did my research on them back in September when I said I wanted to go. So I was researching them for a long time, like added to their groups, all that. Okay, so we get there. Me and my mom get there. Everything nice. The vibe's nice. We had a driver, you know, nice recovery home, good hospitality. But, you know, that don't mean nothing when you come home and find out what you find out. So there I had complications. My blood pressure was going down in surgery, so they had to keep pausing my surgery, stopping in the middle of my surgery, you know, to make sure I was okay. Boom, get out of surgery. I heard, because I don't remember this, my mom told me that they had to rotate me a lot. And every time I would end up on my, I think it was my back. No. Yeah, every time I end up on my back, my blood pressure would go high. So I had to rotate me on my stomach. Every time I end up on my stomach, my blood pressure would go low. So it really was just back and forth with it that whole night. That was Thursday night. Friday morning, I was a little bit okay. I ate breakfast. I was a little alright. Now getting up was rough, only because the left side of my foot was numb. And we was told because I was due to anesthesia how I could have been turned on the table. Ooh. The left side of my foot was extremely numb. So I'm thinking like I couldn't feel it at all then. So them getting me out of bed, which y'all have seen in the last TikTok that was on my page, how it was a struggle for them to get me out of bed. I thought I broke my foot because I couldn't feel my foot. Mind you, I'm going to say this again. Y'all can go back on my TikTok page and see those videos when I had inserted those videos. I'm not inserting those into this video because that's not what this video really about. Okay, so back to the story. Now I keep saying I'm sorry, but that's just how I talk. Anyways, after that, they put me in the shower. I passed out 10 times. I was losing a lot of blood. I needed a blood transfusion. My mom said I was great in my face until I got the blood transfusion. Ended up getting the blood transfusion. Everything was fine. Foot still numb. Foot still numb to this day, but I got feeling. I can wiggle my toes, this and the third. It's just like it's coming back. I get sharp electric shocks. Okay, whatever. I get home. My recovery, I'm thinking it's going great until I end up having a faja burn on my butt. And come to find out that's because they put me in extra large faja when they supposed to start you off higher than what your size was. I was an extra large. They should have started me off in a 3X is what I learned. Okay, so I get a faja burn on the left side of my cheek. It's blistering, but then they pop. So they pop, they pink. A couple weeks go by, I want to say 2 weeks. I got home on the December 9th. 2 weeks go by, everything fine with them. Besides that one spot that was pink, one spot had turned into like a wound now, like it started to open. So I instantly go to the hospital, which was December 18th, I think. So they draw my blood, make sure it's not no infection. They do a blood culture. Those blood cultures take 4 days to come back. So I would never know if there was an infection until I was already back at home unless they admitted me. Okay, so they end up giving me Augmentin in the meantime. So I'm taking the Augmentin, I'm back at home. I check my my chart. Blood cultures come back 4 days later, no infection. Okay, whatever. But now this around December 20th. The wound is leaking like it looked like peanut butter coming out the wound. So I send them a picture of my bed to my chart, to the wound doctors or whatever, because that's where they refer me to. Talking to them, they like, oh no, that's normal, as long as it don't smell, blah blah blah. I'm like, is this, you know what I'm saying? This a lot. Let me actually insert that picture. So this is the stuff that's leaking from the wound, that color, and this is how I look like on my bed. So I'm not inserting the messages with my chart with the wound people too, because I'm on their ass too. I'm gonna have 2 lawsuits when I'm done. But anyways, so they like, no, that's fine. Woo, as long as it don't have no smell, whatever, that amount is fine. Y'all, do this amount look fine for you to be waking up and, you know what I'm saying, for you to even try to go to the bathroom and your wound dressing is falling off? Like, no, that don't look fine. So Christmas come around, I call my friend, like, I need to go to the hospital because I don't feel right. Like, this is too much or whatever. Now I'm going to show y'all, mind y'all, I did not tell y'all this, but when you get a BBL, it's certain ways you got to sit on the toilet. I sat on the toilet backwards. So I sat on the toilet like I was hugging the toilet. Now, I had a brief on. I only put my brief down a little bit so I could, you know, open my legs to fit on the toilet to go pee. Now, it got to a point where it was leaking so bad that all that had fell out, and I'm going to show y'all what it looked like on the side of the toilet. So this is what it looked like on the side of the toilet. Disgusting. Like, you can see on the brim, on the side, actually on the toilet where it was leaking at while I was sitting down. And then as soon as I stood up, that brief fell off, and all the packing that I had on the wound fell off on the floor. So by this time, I'm going to the hospital. So I go to the hospital. They do another set of blood cultures. Now, mind you, I'm a medical assistant, so I'm asking them, like, y'all don't want to actually swab, you know, the wound to test it? They're like, no, blood cultures is fine. We just going to do blood cultures. So I'm through off with that anyways. All right, so they dressed it up some more, teach me a different way to dress it up, and give me some augments. And again, mind y'all, they said they just giving me pill. Antibiotics. When I advocate for myself, I'm asking them, I want to be admitted. You know what I'm saying? Move me upstairs and put me on IV antibiotics because the pill's going to take too long. Like, I'm worried that this is an infection. Nobody fucking listening to me. Okay, whatever. Boom. January 1st come around, I have my first official in-person appointment with wound care. He looks at it. Me and my friend go. He looks at it. He says, blood cultures came back again. There's no infection. He teaching me his way of dressing it up because they're wound care. They specialize in wounds, right? Okay, boom, whatever. So he doing that. I go home, follow his regimen. I'm still leaking. So I'm leaking so bad, y'all, to the point where January 9th come around, I inbox the MyChart people again, which work for him, his office, and I say, it's starting to smell a little funny. It had a sweet smell to it. She like, it doesn't smell like odor, does? I'm like, no, it just has sweet smell. She like, okay, well, if you develop chills and fevers, go to the hospital. Okay, whatever. I had an appointment with him on, mind you, this January 9th. Had an appointment with him again on the 13th. So January 12th come around, I messaged like, y'all, it's starting to smell like fart now. Should I go to the hospital now, or is this okay to wait until I see you tomorrow? Because I don't have chills and all that. So she like, no, this can wait till tomorrow. I sent her a picture. She like, this can wait till tomorrow. See you tomorrow. So I see the wound doctor again on January 13th. He dressed it up, cleaned it up. They swab it. They, cleaning it up with the little swab or whatever with the HIPAA cleanse. Taking pictures, measuring it, saying it's getting smaller. There's no infection. Woo, woo. Okay, cool. January 14th come around. Y'all, I'm feeling like shit the whole day. I'm cold, but I'm not remembering that she said if I develop. I never had a fever in my adult life before, so I never knew what that felt like. I'm gonna just get that disclaimer right now. So I'm cold the whole fucking day, but I'm not paying no attention to it because I don't feel like nothing. I got a cold, so I'm thinking that maybe I just got a little cold. But I'm shivering the whole day. People come to my house cooking for me because my foot was messed up. It's hard for me to stand around and move around. And this is day 37 of me being in the hospital. Okay, so I left off on the part when I told y'all January 14th came around. Mind y'all, I had seen my wound doctor on January 13th. January 14th came around, and I knew, like, when I woke up, I was kind of sick. So I thought I just had a cold. Let me pause for a time. Let me give y'all a disclaimer as well. Everything I'm saying is with a list because I have braces and I have a bite block in my mouth right now. All right, so stay with me. Anyways, January 14th come around. I wake up. I'm feeling under the weather. I think I just got a little cold or whatever. So my friends come over. They cooking for me. I'm letting them know, like, dog, I am cold. Like, turn the heat on. I'm in my room. I'm like, y'all, turn the heat on. I'm cold. They like, the heat on 80. Like, you tripping. This is January 14th. And I stay in Michigan, so around that time, it was snowing, but it wasn't really like, it was snow on the ground, but it wasn't cold or whatever, for real. So they like, you tripping. The heat on 80, why you got the heat on 80? Like, how's you cold? So I'm having to come bring me more covers. So they brought me 2 covers, and my friend Muffin, she was touching my hands, and she was like, your hands not cold. My hands was brick cold. Like, y'all, I had both my hands underneath my boobs because I was so freaking cold. That was around, I want to say, 7 o'clock. So they leave, they go to work because they work third shift. They leave, they go to work. I end up falling asleep around 10 p.m. I woke up at 1 a.m. And when I woke up, the left side of my ear, it felt like I was hearing my pulse in my ear. Like, I don't know. Y'all know what that feel like. That's the feeling that I wouldn't want nobody to feel. So I'm hearing it. I'm steady hearing it and feeling it. Doom, 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 doom. Faster and faster and faster. Mind y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all again, I'm in the medical field. So I get up. I'm like, yeah, something ain't right. I got a pulse size next to my bed because, mind y'all, I told y'all, all my stuff during surgery was all over the place. So I just been monitoring myself afterwards. Put my finger in the pulse size, my pulse 131. I'm like, all right, yeah. It's real elevated. Let me just try to go drink some water. So I wheeled to the bathroom because my jaw touched, my foot was messed up. I was on a walker. So I wheeled myself to the bathroom. I pee. I wheel myself to the kitchen. I get some water. I forgot to start the dishwasher. I start the dishwasher. I go, this is, y'all gotta like really listen to what I'm saying. I go back in my room. I turn Law and Order on. I watch TV for a second. I fall asleep. Y'all, only reason why I know it was an hour and 30 minutes later is because after the fact, I realized what time it was. I wake up again. This time, mind y'all, I said I turned on the dishwasher and the TV. This time when I wake up, I'm laying like this when I wake up. I can't move nothing but my eyes. I can't move my body. I can't move nothing but my eyes. I can't say nothing. I can't move nothing but my eyes. So I'm looking around. And this is another key part. I can't hear nothing either. Mind y'all, I just told you I had the dishwasher on and the TV. I can't hear nothing. I can't move nothing but my eyes. So I lay there for a minute. I'm thinking maybe it's just that stuff that they be talking about that come over. You know what I'm talking about. It's like a, it's something that starts with a P. Where they say you wake up, you can't move, blah, blah. But it didn't feel like that. I felt so weak.
Sleep paralysis?
But it was like a common week. Like,
what you talking about?
I'm trying not to cry because it was like a common week. Like, real calming. It was like, you either gonna stay, or if you ready to go, I'm gonna let you go. It's how I felt. So then when I was eventually able to get up and move, it was like a breath of fresh air, like I was able to move. The first thing I did was call the ambulance. I called 911. I'm letting the dispatch person know what's going on. I got my finger in the pulse size while I'm talking to her. She like, I'm telling her, like, I'm putting my finger in the pulse size. I'm explaining to her what was going on, how it was freezing cold, woo, woo. I'm like, right now my pulse is 167. She tried to get a little smart, like, how you know that, Bob? I'm like, I have a pulse size right here. My pulse is 167. I only stayed 5 minutes away from the hospital, y'all. Like, literally, it's a street over and around the corner is where I stay at. So the ambulance get there. firefighter get there, I'm talking to the EMT guy. He real nice, real sweet. He asked me what's going on. I'm just getting him a short version, like I just had surgery. I just feel like I'm sick, blah, blah, blah. I'm letting him know how it was cold all day. And they took my temperature, y'all. My temperature was 105. So he like, you think you septic? And I'm like, yeah, I do, actually. Now that, you know, we putting all this together, like, yeah, I do. I think I'm septic. So he said, this is what I'm gonna do for you. He said, I'm not supposed to do this. And the only reason why he's saying this, to give y'all another disclaimer, is I stay in a small town. We only have one hospital. They don't care. You can call the ambulance and they'll put you on a stretcher and have you sitting in the waiting room for hours. Unless you live dog ass dying or something. So he said, this is what I'm gonna do for you. When we get in the ambulance, I'm gonna draw your blood so they have no reason to put you in the pit or have you sitting in the waiting room. So that's what he did. He drew my blood in the ambulance. As soon as we got there, he must have dropped they had me waiting like in a hallway. He did what he had to go do. I think he dropped my blood off and stuff. Gave me some tramadol in the ambulance and everything, because I was in extreme pain, like my head was hurting so bad. If I see him ever again, I'm gonna give him his flowers. So anyways, I probably was in the hallway for about 2 minutes. He came back, put me in a wheelchair, wheeled me in the waiting room. I had a big ass attitude, because I'm like, bro, all that for nothing. He came back 2 minutes later, y'all, himself. This is the EMT guy that was in the ambulance. Like, he ain't even supposed to be doing none of this. He came back himself 2 minutes later, and him and I think a aide or ER tech, whatever, they took me to like a room. I don't think they had no rooms. They took me to an area that have curtains, and there was a doctor standing there waiting for me. And when the doctor seen me, he was like, she's gray, you need to move her to a trauma room. So they took me to a trauma room. This is the fastest I ever seen order get ordered and they come get me. They ordered a CAT scan off back. CAT scan came, got me in like 2 minutes. I did the CAT scan, came back. I think it was red within 5-10 minutes. Within them 5-10 minutes, the doctor came in. He was like, you have an infection. He said, I can't do nothing for you. A surgeon here can't do nothing for you. I have to contact plastics. And I'm like, what you have to contact plastics for? He said, your infection is in your BBL. It's in your bottom. So I'm like, what the fuck? So, what I was about to say? Oh, so he contacted plastics. Plastics come in. Man, this doctor really saved my life, y'all. His name is Dr. Zonka. Now I'll tell you who that is. He came in, he said, hi, I'm Dr. Zonka. He like, I don't know how to sugarcoat this no other way with you. He said, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. He said, you have an infection called necrotizing fasciitis. It's a flesh-eating bacteria that's been eating at your BBL. He didn't say BBL, he said bottom, but you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all BBL. He said it's been eating at your BBL. And if you don't have surgery right now, you're going to lose your fucking leg. And that's exactly how he said it. Y'all, I just started fucking crying. And by that time, Yaya and Muffin had came to the hospital, so they heard everything that he was saying. And we all was just crying. So, like, that's not nothing you want to hear. And then, to add on to that, he said, your butt's never going to look the same. He said, I'm sorry, you just never going to look the same. Y'all didn't know what to do. My mama lived 3 hours away from me. I didn't know what the fuck to do but sit there and call my fucking mama. By this time, it's like 5:30 in the morning. I know my mama got to get up at 6 to go to work. I'll call her. She has seizures and shit, so I don't want to scare her into a seizure. So I called her. I said, Ma. She said, what? I said,
wait, the doctor said, you ain't never going to look the same. She didn't look. That's kind of why she got the surgery, but never mind. That's neither here nor there.
Says, you up? She said, I said, no, get up. I'm explaining to her, like, she hearing what the doctor's saying because the doctor's talking to her or whatever. She like, what? So she ended up coming, and all I know is, shit, they wheeled me back for surgery. And the next parts is gonna blow y'all fucking mind, because there's no fucking way. Like, y'all, I can't believe I threw all that money down the drain. There's no way how I even got the infection. I'm finna I left off telling y'all how I went to surgery. So I went into surgery, I believe it was about 6 a.m. And when I woke up in recovery, of course, I was loopy. I didn't know what was going on. I think it was about 8 o'clock when I came to, when I came out of surgery. It took me a minute to actually like get it together. I was texting people, calling people in the recovery room, and I don't even remember what was going on. But I think it was around 11 a.m. I was able to be moved upstairs into my actual room, and my mom was waiting for me up there. So that whole day, I was really just drowsy. I don't remember that day. I got videos with people and stuff and conversation. I don't remember that day. Okay, so that was January 15th. January 16th come around, the surgeon come upstairs. He talks to me. He explains the severity of everything that was actually going on. Like, you know, in that sense of the moment that he was telling me what was going on, I really wasn't understanding. Only thing I heard was, I just paid $5,000 and, you know, I almost just kicked the bucket because of an infection. Like, I was really confused and really lost. And then let me give y'all another disclaimer too. Like, I see some of y'all in the comments, I probably shouldn't even be paying attention to this, because it take a lot for me to be the one to come on here and speak my truth, because a lot of people don't do this. Because it is a lot of surgeries that go wrong and stuff that go wrong. But for y'all to be in the comments, like, being rude for one, and then for two, talking about what y'all would and would not do, okay, that's cool. That's fine if you won't do it, but I did it, and that's the reality that I have to face. So y'all not about to sit on here and make me feel bad, especially if I'm coming on here being vulnerable, telling y'all what was going on with me. Like, I will block you. So anyways, that's what I was saying. So surgeon was telling me of the severity of what was going on or whatever, and he was saying, like, he said, I'm sorry, but whoever was looking after you before, you know, this happened, dropped the ball, because if they would have caught this a couple weeks before, you could have been upstairs and admitted on IV antibiotics. Like I said in the last couple, I think it was like 2 parts ago, when I said I'm an advocate for myself. I know that I should have been on IV antibiotics, or I was begging damn near practically to be on IV antibiotics. Excuse me. So he said that. That was like a red flag to me, because you a plastic surgeon, and, you know, even you know this. So I was kind of pissed about that. But I had the surgery. It was done and over with. Let me tell you what he did during surgery. What he had to do in surgery to take the flesh-eating bacteria out is it attacked my fat. Basically, it was eating at me. He took the fat out that I already had back there, plus the lipo fat. So right now, it's just an open area. Like, it's just open. So I am on a wound vac, so I had to get on a wound vac then. So that was January 16th when he was explaining to me what was going on. January 18th, we're going to jump a day. January 18th come around, and this is the day that they go to actually change the dressings of the surgery site and clean it up. So as they're doing that, all I hear is a big old, like, everybody like, we got a problem. So I'm like, what's the problem? Like, I'm alert while they're doing it, but of course I'm on medication. They said that the remaining tissue that was back there was starting to turn black. So that's necrotic. That means that that's dying. So they had to do another surgery that day to take out the rest of the fat that was back there, because it was some remaining fat. So take out the necrotic fat back there. And then they seen that the bacteria had killed the muscle, the glute muscle. So they had to take my glute muscle too. The glute muscle is the largest the muscle you got back there. So I kind of was sad about that, crying about that. So they took that.
All the ass she had left.
Go in for surgery again. Again, loopy. Don't know what's going on when I come out. Now I'm just on the road to recovery. Oh, before I do, I kind of skipped ahead. By this time, we find out that I was actually septic or sepsis. I don't know what's the correct term to use in past tense or present. But anyways, I did have a blood infection, but I was already getting treated for that because I had all the symptoms. So not only was I septic, I had a flesh-eating bacteria. And necrotizing fasciitis is a flesh-eating bacteria that eats fast at you. Like, it could kill you if it's not caught or treated right away. So yeah, I go down for that surgery. When I come up from that surgery, of course, like I said, loopy that day. Surgeon don't say nothing to you that day. He comes up the next day. He explains to me that all this was caused because when I went and got my BBL, that they put the fat into my muscle. And that, when you do a BBL, first of all, they're supposed to use ultrasound. So I don't know where they went wrong with that at, because I was under the impression that they did use ultrasound. But when you do a BBL, I'm under the impression that it is underneath the skin and not that deep. They went and put the fat into my muscle. They went too deep. And so it sat there in the muscle, and that's what caused the infection. So, pissed off about that. So I would just go after recovery after that, blaming myself, having mental breakdowns, still not walking right, obviously. All on the left side. Still not walking right on the left side. Don't have nothing left on the left side. Dealing with that. Not realizing when I do actually get up to try to walk, because they took the glute muscle, you have to relearn how to walk from that, depending on the severity. When I do actually try to get up and attempt to walk, tears just come down my face because I don't realize that muscle's gone. You don't realize what you got till it's gone, in so many words. So that was a struggle. I left that hospital January 23rd. Mind you, I got there actually no, I'm lying. I left that hospital January 26th, and I got there January 15th. I was transferred to another hospital that's called Select Specialty. They specialize in wound care. So I was ambulance transported there, 45 minutes away. When I got there, it was like, I don't think they got the proper, how should I say this? I don't think they got the proper introduction of me, because when I got there and after I got transferred from the ambulance into the hospital bed, it was like 20 people when I looked back up around my hospital bed, and they were pulling down my pants, they was taking off my shirt, and I almost had a fit. Like, I had to tell them, like, y'all, I can pull down my own pants, I can take off my own shirt, like, just give me time. Like, y'all are making my anxiety go up. Like, I'm okay, like, I can do this by myself. So slowly but surely I get undressed. When you are transferred on a wound vac from a different hospital, they don't like you to take the wound vac. So what they do is they dress and dry you dry. They do a wet to dry. And then when you get to the next place, they'll put the new wound back on. So that's what they were trying to do. But like, it was just too much going on. So I take my pants down. I let the new wound nurse. I'm sorry, y'all. This is too much for me. Okay, I'm highly irritated because, like, Lord, I know you saved me and you spared me, but like, you did not spare me and save me to be mean to others. But like, it's some people on here who saying little smart, rude comments. Like, once again, I'm telling my story to bring awareness to people. Like, I didn't have to get on here. There's a lot of people who don't get on here and speak their truth or speak what's going on with them. But like, to be in the comments saying crazy off the wall stuff because you don't like yourself, you're sitting at home, don't like yourself behind a computer, is crazy to me. But like, I could really take it there, but I'm in a season of being quiet. And I'm in a season of just letting stuff go. Like, but I'm just like so confused on why people ask me why I didn't do this, why I didn't do that. Like, it's done and over with. I'm here. It's done and over with. I done already cried 1,000 times. I done already regretted. I done already asked for forgiveness. Like, I'm not putting my religion off on nobody else, but I done already prayed to God, hit my knees, hit my breaking point. Like, y'all ain't finna make me feel bad. It's done and over with. It's not y'all. Whatever I do in my 24 hours don't have nothing to do with y'all. Only reason why I'm on my platform is to bring awareness. Y'all don't got.
All right, so I wanted to speak out on this because my comment might have been insensitive to her butt cheeks, but my bad. You know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all be mad at me for the shit I be saying. I don't even give a damn because I don't be serious. Like, I don't care. I be 9 times out of 10, my mama hear worse jokes than these jokes y'all hear. Okay, y'all just ask my mama how I be talking to her. She be like, she be like, get out my face. She don't even cuss at me. She just my mama just like she'll like lips. She'll like mouth off cuss words to me. So anyway, yeah, I said something about her because she went to go get a BBL and then they took her butt muscle, and that really she went to add on butt, and now they taking away butt. So it's just like, the jokes write themselves. But I understand this is a sensitive situation, so I'm gonna limit my jokes to a minimum. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all, that get butt hurt about this. No pun intended. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, so this is part 4 on how I got like a BBL and it went wrong, and also day 40 of me being in the hospital. So I am really over it. Thank you, Kimmy, for your message, your comment. Exactly. Part 4 and 5 is going to be getting a little graphic. So if you don't want to see it, please exit. Please don't follow me, exit, don't come back. This is a real Nick party, you can't get in. Anyways, so I left off on how the wound vac nurse was changing my vacuum. And I was being an asshole, not gonna lie, in the beginning, but she was a sweetheart. All my wound vac nurses are sweethearts. Like, it was me. I was the problem. You got to think about it. They are taking something off of you, like unpeeling stuff off of you, cleaning raw skin, raw area, meaty area. Like, if you've ever seen something graphic. Oh, part 4 and 5 will be graphic. I don't know if I said that, so I did. Duh. So, sorry, my train of thought messed up. So, they are cleaning raw skin off of you and redressing it. So, yeah. So she did that. When I was in Grand Rapids, everything pretty much was, I was only there for 2 weeks. Everything was cool. I got my wound vac changed 3 times a week. Somebody came here. I got my wound vac changed 3 times a week by them. So there was kind of boring. I seen doctors, whatever. I did leave out the fact from the last video, which when I went back and rewatched it, I forgot to let y'all know that when I was at the first hospital, they did run CAT scans and everything. Every time I went to the hospital, I had an MRI and a CAT scan, a whole bunch of stuff. So if they could find out that fat was in my muscle by another CAT scan, I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? If they could see the infection, I'm gonna say the fat to my muscle. If they could see the infection with another CAT scan 2 weeks later, after I already had the original one, and nothing changed with my body during the first 2 weeks, why couldn't y'all find out with the CAT scan before that I had an infection? Because it was strep in my butt that turned into necrotizing fasciitis. So you could have been able to find the strep. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So I'm fast forward back to where we at. I'm at the other hospital for 2 weeks. Y'all, I'm miserable because There's no family coming to see me. I'm only 45 minutes away. So yeah, I'm dogging y'all a little bit. No family's coming to see me. No friends was coming to see me. I was miserable. I believe it was the 14th day, I got granted to move to another hospital, which is in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor has better care, period. So I was able to move to another hospital. So before I get to talking about that, I do kind of want to show y'all what I'm on, because I will insert some pics in part 5. After I'm done telling part 4 and 5, it's just going to be y'all following along with me with my journey, because I got good news in part 5. So this is the machine that I'm on. I don't know if, I don't know if people seen the move after not before. So this is the fluid that goes into here from my butt. This is a good color. This is like a serious color. I think that's what it's called. Serious or serious. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, because I got this bite block. It's hard for me to talk. It's called serious or whatever. This is a good color mixed with blood. So that's a good color. Like I told you, I have no BBL on the left side. So I'm gonna show y'all the right side. So this is the right side. If they would have never gave me no infection, or never, let me stop saying that, because they did not give me infection. If they would have never put the fat into my muscle, I'd have been good. Like, y'all look. Look how flat my stomach is. I had lost, I'm in a size medium, but I went to get my surgery, I was an extra large. That should tell y'all something. And then y'all talking about loose skin. Wait till I put some clothes on. Because I have no loose skin. I don't know what y'all be on. Like, everybody's body is not the same. Okay, so, like I said, I have no BBL on the left side. So he had to take everything. Only thing that saved me is my hips. I have no butt. Nothing on the left side. So, anyways, back to the story. I get to move to Ann Arbor. My mom.
Yo, that is wild. That is wild. Boy. Yo, that's just.
I had to take everything. Only thing, I'm in a size medium. So this is the right side.
Right side looking ready. Butt plump.
Clothes on. Because I have no loose skin. I don't know what y'all be on. Like, everybody's body is not the same. Okay, so.
Left side. Flatter than flapjacks.
No BBL on the left.
And the left side is crazy. Ooh wee. The left is you. Ooh wee. Girl, well, don't go get a BBL. Listen, it ain't worth it. Okay. Somebody gonna like it. Okay. Listen. I most men like them top heavy anyway. You can't really do nothing with the butt, okay? If you're doing a lot with the butt's all for looks. it's really all for looks. It does nothing. You know what I'm saying? But damn. Yeah, man. Shout out to her, man. I'm sorry she had to go through that, but she lost a whole butt cheek, bro. For real. Damn. See, she should have just lost weight. She should have just. This is what I said in the last video with the BBL stank video. She should have just went to the gym. Should have just went to the gym.
On the left side. So he had to take everything. Only thing that saved me is my hips. I have no butt. Nothing on the left side. So, anyways, back to the story. I get to move to Ann Arbor. My mom lives in Ann Arbor. They got better care. Cool. So I moved to Ann Arbor. The first day, I get put on a stretcher. Get put in the ambulance. They transfer me 2.5 hours. The ride was hell. Like, what the? They need to make that stuff more comfortable. But I get transferred there. Same thing. They got to take the wet to dry dressings off and put the wound back on. I'm being an asshole again to the wound nurses, letting them know what my last nurse did because she was so awesome that I barely felt it. So I'm trying to teach them how to do their job. So I'm being an asshole. They did wonderful their first time. And I'm still here. I spent the remainder of my time here, which is day 40. So doctors here are amazing. They're coming to see me every day. They're trying to come up with solutions. They're coming up with options I have. They are just being so wonderful. Like, this is the best hospital I have ever been at as far as care. Like, everybody here is wonderful. Day 30 come around, and when day 30 come around, I request to speak to plastic surgeons here. And I request for them to follow me when I leave here, for them to follow me, so they'll be my new plastic surgeon doctors. Because where I live at, like I said, it's a small hospital. And with it being a small hospital, we only have one like little building of plastic surgeons. But with here, it's a bigger hospital. They have more buildings and more doctors, obviously. So they come see me. And when they come see me, they let me know that I am not a candidate for skin grafting or flapping, thank God. What they're going to do is, once this closes up, it will be scar tissue, and they'll do something called a scar revision. So they're going to cut around the scar and pull my skin in, and I think she said sew or staple the remaining. So that way, when I do need to go get a revision, which I am going to, I'm only 27. Like, I know what y'all trying to think. Y'all probably thinking like, damn, why she going through this again? Like, I'm only 27. And this is something that I have to wake up and look at every day. And 3 times a week, when they do let me take a shower, when I come off this wound bag, it's graphic under here. And I'm going to insert some pictures. But it's something that's messing with my head every day. So yes, I am going to go get a revision. I'm getting a revision here in Ann Arbor, so they call fat grafting. They're going to fat graft and make sure my stuff is great. What's something else I was gonna say? Let me insert the pictures and then I'll go to part 5. Now, I don't know how graphic I can make it, but this is the sponge that they put into the area that the surgeon had in, and that sponge literally gets sucked by the vacuum, and that's what's pulling the fluid in. So it's kind of trying to move out the way a little bit so y'all can see a little bit more. So that's the first bit. I would post when they had me cut open, but I don't know if I can do that. Can y'all comment real quick and see if y'all seen other people post stuff like that? Because if I will, I'll post everything. Like, I want to be transparent. And in part 5, I'm going to let y'all know, like, everything step by step. Like, I want to be transparent. So if y'all have seen people post raw footage, like raw skin, raw meat, let me know real quick.
Okay, everyday people. All right, man. Enough of that shit. Well, she didn't. Hey, okay. This is your warning. Don't go to Mexico to get your BBL. Okay. Don't go to Mexico. You gonna end up on a stretcher in somewhere in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Okay. I'm just telling you, you're gonna go from hospital to hospital. You gonna have one fat ass and one little ass. Yo, man. Your man gonna have one leg up in the winter. He gonna have his favorite ass cheek. He gonna hit that one cheek every time. He gonna be wearing that one ass out, boy. That other one, Ain't gonna get no love. It ain't gonna get no love, dog. She probably ain't got no feeling in that mug either. But damn. Yeesh.